Ah yes, humanity, the most intelligent species on Earth.
You know, I think that Cats was a good movie, y'all.
Oh no. Okay, maybe we aren't the most intelligent species on Earth. You see, in 1492, Christopher Columbus attempted to find a direct water route to Asia by going west. This is when he so-called discovered America. He didn't discover it, it was some Vikings or something. I don't care enough to look it up.
He was, in fact, a genocidal freak, but his journey did contribute to further evidence to their being around Earth.
See, at the time, people were
dent-headed troglodyte
and thought it was flat. Christopher Columbus going that far and past what everyone was thought would be the edge of the world, that basically proved that it was round in the first place. That's when he proved everyone wrong, and then everyone thought he wasn't crazy. But some people still believe that the Earth is flat, even though it's actually the shape of a dinosaur chicken nugget.
So we are, in fact, going to do a 4 through 8 minute rant of how stupid we think they really are,
with some information sprinkled throughout it. I highly doubt, anything above 14% of this is actually going to be information. It's probably all just going to be me using terrible insults.
Yeah, what he said.
Alright, let me just get my page full of absolutely horrific insults to use for this.
So I guess we start now.
Shut it, you frivolous gremlin. Okay, so anyways, in 1956, Samuel Shenton founded the Flat Earth Society, and I have no clue as to why.
This has triggered 64 years of misinformed statements from pseudoscientists.
Luckily, we aren't all, golf course landscapers. We aren't all idiots. We don't all have the IQ of friggin' kitchen shelf. Even after 6 million years of evolution in humans, we still follow anything that talks bad about a government because we don't trust them enough to even say that the planet we walk and live and breathe on is a certain shape. It's just, people will just follow anything that talks bad about the government like that, like mindless sheep.
Yes, CJ, you are correct. They will try
Power
to
to the
lure people
sheeple!
into believing what they believe purely because of their arrogance, which led them to believe it in the first place.
Usually, but when I said that, you tell me to shut up and then you continue. But, you see, fear is a great motivator. That is proof. As long as somebody fears you, they'll say anything they can to be on your side.
Now, let's get right to the point. As Michael David Stevens, better known as Vsauce, points out, the Earth can't possibly be flat due to the gravity of such a planet would cause gravity to be normal in the center, but feel more and more like a marathon up a steep hill the farther out you go. Essentially, at some point, you would start falling sideways.
These people believe that NASA is lying to them about the Earth being round for some reason. What's the purpose in that? When it comes to that kind of stuff, would it be even important for them to cover it up? Why do they think it's necessary that they would need to cover it up?
Some believe that it's flat due to misreading the Bible, using old and mistranslated versions, and misinterpreting four corners.
Cole, cut out my line. What I intend to say as of now is too inappropriate to include in this podcast as it is slightly offensive.
In 1969, the official Flat Earth Society of London, or OFSL, publicly acknowledged NASA's accomplishment of landing on the moon. This is basically them saying, alright, I see you made a smart move, but I'll try to find some weird explanation that somehow thwarts your evidence 10 years from now because I'm still salty. Common Flat Earth supporting, but obviously not true theory, is that NASA had faked the images and the video. This would have been impossible with the tech they had at the time. Yes, to some skeptics it may seem odd, but it's entirely true that we lacked the tech to fake it, yet had the tech to accomplish it.
Alright, serious conversation here. Shut up. There's another question. At the time, right, how did we have the tech? I'm not saying that they did fake it, this is just a genuine question here. If they did fake it, how Well, what do you mean by we didn't have the right technology at the time?
Computers just weren't advanced enough. We didn't have the tech to realistically create the moon landscape. We just didn't have the right compounds to make moon soil.
You don't need
we
to.
wouldn't have been able to produce the image of the Earth from space.
That was taken.
It's not just
That picture was actually taken. If you're talking about like the most famous picture of the Earth, like that one,
the blue marble.
yes, that was taken in the 70s.
Okay, I know.
This
but
is 1969.
They also used that in their theory that the Earth is flat, and they said that it was faked too.
Oh, they're looking at it from the top of it. It's so real.
It would have been just impossible to fake the gravity.
I mean, I can fake it, but I can fake like there being low gravity just by like waddling around.
It would have been impossible for the golf ball that he hit to go that far, and I feel like he only hit the golf ball to make it go that far.
Okay.
Another popular flat Earth theory revolves around religion. There were plenty of verses in the Bible that referred to the four corners of the earth, but these are often misinterpreted. An example being Revelation 7:1. After this I saw four angels standing at the corners of the earth, holding back the four winds of the earth, so that no wind would blow on the earth, or on the sea, or any tree. This was referring to the four corners of all of the known world at the time, and over time became misinterpreted to mean that the earth was flat.
Enough of that mind-numbingly boring garbage. It is time for someone that doesn't have any care for other people's feelings or normal human ethics to speak. These people had seen proof that their theory was wrong. They realized that, well, yeah, I guess they were right. All they had to do was take the L on this and move on. Apparently not. They decided they wanted to back up their theory that makes everyone think that they are. I don't know. I don't know what's the thought process behind that is. These people, they proved that we're idiots. But let's make up another just absolutely mind-numbingly stupid theory to back up our already brain dead. I don't know. I run out of words to describe this.
Okay, shall I mention how hilariously dumb these people act on their own official social media that represents them as a whole? On November 28th, 2017, Elon Musk tweeted, "Why is there no Flat Mars Society?" He was not expecting any serious replies to the rhetorical question, yet he got one from the Flat Earth Society themselves. "Hi Elon, thanks for the question. Unlike the Earth, Mars has been observed to be round." They also had a separate date claimed, "We have members around the globe." Sounds pretty, thoughtless of them.
They aren't, flat earthers aren't really known to be the most intelligent people on Earth. You know that. Alright, now listen, when your intelligence is equal to that of roadkill, and you believe in the flat earth theory, that's usually bad enough, but then it turns out, you're illiterate. Now, you just make everything worse by look at me, I'm the Twitter guy, I'm the guy who does all the tweeting for the Flat Earth Society. Not anymore! You screwed all that up. I mean, how brain dead can you be? You make the Flat Earth Society, the people you're representing, and yourself look like idiots. Mostly because you are. And to make things worse, you did it in front of Elon Musk. I love you, Elon.
And another yet much more bizarre theory is that the Earth is secretly flat, and the sky is a portal to the other side of the Earth, which the moon is, and Mark Zuckerberg is down there raising an army of lizardmen cyborgs there to tunnel up and kill us all. I don't really have much of a comment on this one.
Hello, everyone. We now actually have someone to interview for this. So please welcome this guy.
Stanley Graft.
Hello.
Yes, that's me.
Say hello.
A lot of that cut out, so I did not hear it.
So, what? Try to pick up what you can hear from this. What exactly made you believe in the flat Earth theory itself?
Okay. Well, I guess it was when I was like 6 years old. I started looking outside. I didn't see no curve, but then all the science teachers would tell me it was a curve, but then I didn't see it for myself.
Yeah, that's
So
and
I
that's
mean,
pretty. That's pretty common evidence to actually present.
But the thing is, Earth is so big that the curve is so slight that you can't really see it.
yeah, I've been told that before,
Yeah.
but I don't know. In my book, I'm a seer and a believer,
Yeah.
and I've been on planes. And I didn't see very much curve, or
True.
the classic ship in the distance. So whatever, it looks like the ship's gone, but because of the curvature of the Earth.
All right now,
But then if you actually zoom in, the ship is there.
when it comes to the
That's
actual,
because the light bends.
now when it comes to the moon landing itself, what do you have to say about that? Like, is it still flat? Is it round? What do you think about the moon landing? Do you think it was faked? What do you
The moon
think?
landing. Oh, well, I don't actually believe the moon landing. I don't think we actually been to the moon.
Yeah, so you think
I
they
believe
faked
it's
it?
all like
Like
yeah,
these,
fake.
it was just a set.
See, in my further belief, I don't believe there is a moon. I think we're in a dome with projections. I think that the sun is a projection. The moon is a projection. I think all space is a projection. We're inside a dome bottle.
Okay. So what did you mean by projection?
I mean that I don't think it's tangible. I don't think it's something we can go and walk on. I think it might be a hologram, something. Just not a real. There's not a real sphere out there. It's just they want us to think there's a sphere out there.
So, when you talk about that kind of stuff, like hologram or something, how do you explain past journals of astronomers like talking about the moon still being there when back then we wouldn't even have that kind of
So,
technology to make it a hologram?
How do you talk astronomers being there? Why are you talking about the moon?
Yeah, like astronomers and like
I don't believe.
like
I just don't believe it. I think it's been there. The projection's been there for a real long time. You know,
yeah.
or
Possibly.
the fact that we could have had history textbooks altered.
Do you believe that Mars is flat, or that it just doesn't exist, or?
No, there are no planets.
So
It's
you're
all.
sa-
It's all.
so
It's
you're
all
saying
part of the hologram, part of the dome.
all right. What do you? Hold on.
What do you want?
I don't really know. I don't really know what other questions I could ask. Wait. So if it is flat, let's just say this. If it is flat, right? If you think that water works the way it actually does, like, oh, if it's a ball and I put water on it, it won't stick to it, it'll fall off. If I put it on a plate, then yeah, it will. Do you believe in that kind of
Yes.
thing? If it comes to stuff like that, do you think there actually is an ice wall surrounding everything? Like others?
Do you think what?
Like ice wall. It's like a giant bowl.
Oh, yeah, kind of. I don't think we're in a bowl or more so like a dome type thing. But yeah, I see what you mean. I think there's walls keeping the water in.
Yeah. You know, that kind of stuff. People always do present that kind of theory. Does Australia? All right. In most flat Earth models, it's just America, Europe, like and all the other things, but Australia is left out. Do you think Australia exists? This is a genuine question.
I believe it. I believe Australia's there. I don't believe it's where they usually put it on the globe.
You kind of had me worried there.
No, I think I met a couple Australians. Nice guys.
can't understand them, but they're nice. So, anything else you want to say before we have to stop?
Okay, well, I guess I'll address a couple questions that I get asked a lot. So I usually get what is gravity? I get asked that a lot. How do you explain gravity if we're on a flat Earth? Because obviously gravity, aims to form a sphere because of the way it is.
Yeah.
But so the way that the flat Earth, such as myself, explain gravity is that the Earth actually travels upwards at 9.81 meters a second. And that explains why things fall down, because the Earth's actually traveling upwards. And then a lot of people would say, okay, well, if that's the case, then how are we not blown off in space? Which I would like to say that take an item and put it in a basket, and spin it around in a circle. The item stays in the basket, doesn't fly out, because of the force that item is putting on the basket. So the force that we're putting on the Earth is what keeps us on the Earth and not blown off it. That's probably my number one question. That's a lot. And number two is why do I continue to believe what I believe, even though there's overwhelming evidence suggesting that I'm completely wrong? And that is just that I wouldn't say you can really trust anything other than your own judgment. So anything you read in a book, anything it can be altered. So the only thing you can really trust is yourself.
Alright, well, I guess that's all we have time for.
All right.
Good,
You're very
good luck
welcome.
to you.